So I want to share with you some of the facial products I use in the morning. None of these are sponsored, but this is a really great black soap from Ghana that I use. You only need a little bit, and it goes such a long way. Lasts me for months usually. This bar. You can see how I'm lathering up. It's a plant-based one. It's great for soft skin, acne, eczema, scar removal. I mean, you name it, it does it. But I usually use this one most of the time, although I might use another one intermittently. I'll show you it right now. There's a really great company called Folane. This is the line for them, Ursa Major, and this is just their face wash. This is actually a sample, that's why it's smaller. But you only need a little bit of this product. It's vegan friendly, cruelty free, herbal cleanser. This is just a brush I got from Thailand. I'll talk about it in a second. But I really am conscious about what I put on my skin because it's the biggest organ in your body, and a lot of people don't realize that we put a lot of things that are really unnatural. So this is a company that's super conscious. This is just a gentle brush I use usually when I do wash my face. Again, when I took my trip to Thailand, there was a really famous Korean store. I'll try to link it below. This is a toothpaste from Thailand, and I really love this toothpaste because you only need a little bit again. It's antibacterial, anti-bad breath, reduces stains on your teeth, and again, a little bit goes a really long way. This is something, again, that would probably last me months, and I wanted to put a whole bunch in my backpack. I was backpacking across Southeast Asia, and it just, with the weight and things in the plane, I really couldn't. But thankfully, I found that you can buy it on Amazon, so I'll link below for anybody also who's in the States who would like to try. This is my main moisturizer, again from Folane. It is really great because it's hydrating, it protects you from free radicals, it's all natural, and as you can see, I don't have much left because I use it most of the time. I don't know, when I put it on afterwards, my face just feels so hydrated and ready. But when I don't have that one, or I don't use that one, I use this one from Nubian. It's not as great as that one, but this one is really great for the winter. And you're going to see in a second how thick it goes on and how thick it stays. My daughter has some issues with her skin too, and she said that when she puts this one on, it just really helps her, and you can see it's super thick there. I usually just rub it on my face, I rub it on my hands, and then I feel really hydrated and ready to go and praise Salah. One of the last things that I do before praying is just obviously make wudu. I'm not going to show it all here, but you get the idea. So you may have noticed that my morning routine starts at 4:30. Now, I know that might seem scary and even daunting to some people, but I'm just going to really quickly say why I do it and how I'm able to do it. So the reason why I do it is once you have children, you learn, especially now that I've been raising 5, you learn that if you want to have time for yourself, you kind of have to do it before the kids wake up. If you want complete silence, complete focus, and a good chunk of time, you have to do it before they wake up. Now, thankfully, alhamdulillah, in Islam, we're taught that there is a very beneficial time of the day. Even there's so much barakah, even you can get things done at least 3 times faster than outside of this time. And it's the last third of the night, and even the time after Fajr. So the time when I do all my stuff is during that time. And I cannot tell you, clean that takes me 6 hours, takes me 1 to 2 hours. Like, I just get so much done in this time because of my ability to focus and because of the barakah of the time given and explained in Islam. So I do all my things that I'm going to explain to you now in that time, but I want to explain to you how I am not a morning person. I have never ever wanted to be, even, I will say, but I did know that if I wanted to wake up and pray and I wanted to have the benefits of this time, or even qiyam and all the benefits of that in my life, I had to basically find a way to do it. And so I really just went to Allah. I made real sincere niyyah. I asked her for this ability, and it was taught to me a long time ago by a teacher of mine that if you really want to do something, then you really will. You just really will. And if you want things to be different than they've always been, you have to do things differently. You have to do things differently. You can't expect the same results. So what you're going to notice here that I'm doing is I am basically waking up and praying qiyam, I'm making dua, all the morning dua, all the morning adhkar, all these things that you do in the morning for complete protection. I ask for obviously specific things from Allah in this time, and then I get into some reflective reading. I typically read like at least a page of Quran in English, or like if I like in a translation if I need to, and I also read in Arabic, and I recite and memorize. But the point is that I will have somewhere I just typically read, somewhere I memorize, and then somewhere, and either way I might be journaling this and reflecting on it. But it's important to get that in the day. And this journaling specific type I'm going to show you right now has done wonders for me. I am not going to go through all the specifics of it because I'm just going to make a separate vlog on it to understand the benefits. But basically I do these 4 points. You can see them right here. And I do each one of these, and it takes me maybe not even 5-10 minutes to do, and I just feel so much better. If I start to do it and I feel horrible, by the end I feel totally better, and it's amazing how it'll change my attitude for the day. What I want to show you here is that this is the journal that I bought. I really like it, and these are the pens that I use. They're Muji pens from Japan. Now, usually by now I'm pretty hungry, so before I go in, I grab myself something to eat. I have a ritual that I've done for years. I think this is kind of trending now, but it's something that's just a really good practice. Your body's been fasting all day. It's really good to make sure that you get it hydrated. And the first thing that you have is water, and I don't like warm water, lukewarm water, but I kind of force myself to do it. So I'm drinking lukewarm water. I'm adding lime. I'm adding cayenne pepper, and it's really good for the immune system and boosting in the morning. And right after that, I usually get straight into making a smoothie. Now I have all kinds of smoothies that I make, but there's 2 that are my favorite. What I'm making today is a citrus smoothie. It's going to be a link down there and below for my blog of my recipe that I'm using here. And I typically like this one because it has less calories. A lot of smoothies can have a lot of calories. You see a lot of people making ones with mangoes and bananas, and those can be really fattening if you have them regularly. This one is actually pretty filling, and at the same time doesn't have so many calories. And I like this one because it's more citrusy if you're into that, and it's lighter, and I really love it. So you're going to notice that one of the last things I do is some light cleaning in the morning if I haven't already done it from last night. And I love to do food prep because it's such a relief to not have to think about most of cooking dinner later when the kids are tugging at you. It's a big stress for me, so I usually try to do it early. After that, I usually, if the kids haven't woken up, try to do some light work, check some emails, and just get some research in. But that's my morning, guys. I hope it was helpful. محمد رسول الله